Have you ever thought about how we can build homes that are not just comfortable, but also incredibly energy efficient? It's
Yeah.
all about passive building.
Oh, passive building? That sounds fascinating. What's the deal with it?
Well, it's like rediscovering ancient wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about designing buildings that work with nature instead of against it.
So using natural elements like the sun and wind to heat and cool our homes?
Exactly.
Right.
Imagine slashing your energy bills by up to 90%. That's the kind of impact passive building can have.
Wow, that's huge. How did people figure this out?
It's not new, actually. Even the ancient Romans used passive solar techniques to heat their homes and bathhouses.
Oh,
They
really?
had massive south-facing windows to capture the sunlight.
So we've kind of forgotten these techniques over time?
Yeah, we got so caught up with new technologies that we overlooked these simple, effective methods. But now there's a
Yeah.
resurgence.
That's awesome. Tell me more about how climate and culture play into passive building.
Well, it's all about designing buildings that fit their specific environment and the people who live there. One
Right.
size definitely doesn't fit all.
So like tailoring a suit to fit just right?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Vitruvius, a Roman architect, once said that homes should conform to diversities of climate and culture.
That's pretty forward thinking for ancient times.
It really is. For
Yeah.
example, in the tropics, you design homes to stay cool with big windows for breezes and plenty of shading.
And in colder climates, you do the opposite?
Exactly. You'd maximize sunlight with large south-facing windows and use materials with high thermal mass to store heat.
Got it.
It's all about working with the environment.
That's so sensible. What are the key components of passive building?
There are four main ingredients: insulation, thermal mass, natural ventilation, and shading.
Okay.
They work together to create energy-efficient buildings.
Can you break those down a bit?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
First, insulation acts like a cozy sweater for your house, keeping temperatures stable.
Right, that makes sense.
Then there's thermal mass, which is like a heat battery. Materials like concrete or brick absorb heat during the day and release it slowly.
Oh,
It's great for
interesting.
maintaining comfortable temperatures.
What about natural ventilation?
Natural ventilation uses the natural movement of air to cool and ventilate the building. It's about placement of windows and openings to create airflow.
And shading is the last one?
Yup. Shading controls how much sunlight enters the building.
Right.
Things like overhangs, awnings, or even trees can prevent overheating.
That's so practical. Are there modern examples of these principles in action?
Absolutely. Take
Mm-hmm.
Frank Lloyd Wright's Jacob's house. It used large south-facing windows and a concrete floor to capture and store heat.
So it's combining beauty with function.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there are also innovative techniques like building with rammed earth using old tires.
Wait, using old tires? That's wild.
I know, right? It repurposes waste materials and creates walls with excellent thermal mass.
That's brilliant. Any other cool techniques?
Yes! Cooling tubes are fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
They cool air naturally by drawing it through underground tubes where the temperature is stable.
So you're cooling your home without electricity?
Exactly. It's tapping into the Earth's natural temperatures.
Wow.
It's energy efficient and eco-friendly.
This is really inspiring. It shows how we can build sustainably by learning from the past.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Sometimes the best solutions are the simplest ones we've overlooked.
So for someone listening, what's one thing they could do to make their home more passive?
Start small.
Okay.
Add weather stripping to doors and windows to improve insulation, or install shading devices to reduce heat gain.
Those are easy steps anyone can take.
Exactly. Every
Mhm.
little bit helps in creating a sustainable future.
This has been such an eye-opener. Thanks for sharing all this amazing info.
My pleasure. It's
Yeah,
exciting to think about how we can build better for ourselves and the planet.
absolutely. I can't wait to implement some of these ideas.
Same here. Here's to
Right.
building a greener future.